Good morning, good morning. This is Brother David with It's Getting Real, and I'm so glad that you're back here today with me and that we can enjoy each other's company today. And I'm back from Washington, D.C. I'm sorry that I did not get a uh, video out last week, but I was in Washington, D.C. with a bunch of 8th and ninth graders, and we were having a good time seeing the history of our nation. Um, you know, and as I was in Washington, D.C. last week, excuse me, my nose is running. I was thinking about something. People go to Washington, D.C. and they look and see all the monuments and all the museums and everything like that in Washington, D.C. Seeing the real history of our nation. And as I was looking at that, I got to thinking, what does God mean to everyone? What does God mean to me? What does God mean to you? And that's a question that you need to ask yourself. Because I think we have a misconception of who God really is. We just sort of live our life doing what we want to do and being what we want to be. And God has instructions in His Word on how He expects us to live our life, how He expects us to worship Him and represent Him here on earth. You see, here on earth, we are in a training ground for eternity. This is our training ground. This is where we begin to get the basics of what we'll be doing for eternity. I guess you could say this is our basic training. Okay? We're all in basic training. Some of us further along than others, and some of us hadn't got started yet. But we need to start thinking about, who God really is. When you sit there and think about it, He's the creator. That means that He created the earth, He created the heavens, He created the universe, He created me, He created you, He created all the trees, all the plants, all the animals for us. Literally, He created this world for us to live on. And He provided everything that we needed. He provided food, He provided shelter, and He provided clothes. So we really need to think about how we are to view God. God loves us tremendously. You don't believe that? Well, just think about His Son. He sent His Son. We're going to be celebrating Easter in a few weeks. And we have to understand that God sacrificed His Son so that each one of us has an opportunity to spend eternity with Him. But that's our choice. You see, He loves us so much that He gives us the choice of whether or not to serve Him, to worship Him, to love Him. And we have to choose that here on earth. Not after we're dead and gone. Because as I said a while ago, this is our basic training for eternity. This is where we're learning the very basics of what God expects of us. So what I'm saying is we need to change our viewpoint from it's all about us too. It's all about God. And once we do that, then we begin to see everything fall into place. Then we begin to see how the world just sort of corrects itself around us. Now, does that mean we won't have trials and tribulations? No, that means we'll probably have more. Because there's going to be people out there that oppose us. There's going to be people out there that will ridicule us, will attack us. But the thing is that we need to trust God. So who is God really? He's the Creator. He's our Father. He's our provider. He's our protector. He watches over us. He takes care of us. That's who God really is. Until next time, brothers and sisters, God bless you, and go forth and serve God.